What if everything you've been told about casual sex is incomplete? We warn our children about pregnancy and disease, but we've been missing the most profound risk of all. A risk that's invisible, chemical, and literally shapes the architecture of the human brain. This is not a moral argument. This is a neurological one. Modern neuroscience has made a startling discovery. Sex is more than a physical act. It's a powerful brain-altering experience. Every intimate encounter writes a story on your neural pathways, influencing your future relationships, your emotional health, and your very capacity for love. This is the story of how you get hooked. Chapter 1. Let's talk sex. We live in a world saturated with sex, told that if we're ready and safe, everything will be fine. But the authors introduce us to a crucial, overlooked concept: the third risk. Beyond pregnancy and STDs, there is an emotional and psychological risk. Why are sexually active teens more likely to be depressed? Why do those who have sex before marriage have a higher rate of divorce? The answer lies not just in the body, but in the mind. Sex is a powerful, healthy appetite, but like any appetite, it can be misused with lifelong consequences. The central question of this book is born here. What is sex actually doing to our brains? Chapter 2. Meet the brain. Prepare to meet the most important sex organ, your brain. We dive into the incredible, moldable universe inside your head. Your brain is made of billions of neurons connected by synapses. And here's the life-changing rule: use them or lose them. The pathways you use get stronger, the ones you don't wither away. Your experiences physically sculpt your brain. And then come the neurochemicals, the brain's powerful, values-neutral drugs. Dopamine is the reward chemical. It floods your system during exciting, risky behavior, shouting, "That felt good. Do it again." It's why sex can be as addictive as a drug. Oxytocin is the bonding chemical for women. It's released through intimate touch and orgasm, creating feelings of trust and attachment to her partner. It's nature's glue, designed to bind a mother to her child and a woman to her mate. Vasopressin is the male equivalent, the monogamy molecule that initiates bonding in a man's brain during sex. The book's signature phrase emerges here: your brain is moldable. And these chemicals are the sculptors. Chapter 3. The developing brain and sex. Now, let's talk about the most vulnerable brain, the adolescent brain. It's a construction zone, and the foreman, the prefrontal cortex, responsible for judgment and long-term consequences, isn't finished until the mid-20s. This means a teenager is operating with a high-performance engine, but the brakes aren't fully installed. They are biologically primed for risk and reward, but not for calculating the lifelong cost. When a young person becomes sexually active, they are making a decision with a brain that isn't yet equipped to fully understand it. They are wiring their brain for a reality that may not serve their future. The repeated cycle of sex, bonding, and breaking up can physically rewire the brain to accept short-term relationships as normal, making it harder to form the deep, lasting connection necessary for a stable marriage later in life. Chapter 4. Baggage claim. So, what's the real-world fallout? The authors call it baggage claim. When you engage in casual sex, you're not just sharing a body, you're initiating a powerful, unconscious bonding process. And when that bond is broken, as it almost always is in temporary relationships, it's not like a piece of tape losing its stickiness. It's like tearing out a neural pathway. This is why breakups after sex can feel like physical pain. It's why studies consistently link sexual activity in youth with higher rates of depression, regret, and even suicidal thoughts. The brain's bonding mechanism has been activated and then shattered. The book shares heartbreaking statistics. Sexually active students are significantly more likely to be depressed and to attempt suicide than their abstinent peers. This chapter also doesn't shy away from the other two risks, the devastating impact of STDs and unplanned pregnancy, but frames them as part of the same tragic picture, a brain and a life thrown off course. Chapter 5. Thinking Long-Term. Given all this, what are our options? The authors examine the landscape, hooking up, friends with benefits, and cohabitation. The science is clear. These arrangements fail to provide the security and commitment needed for the brain's bonding chemicals to create healthy, lasting attachment. Cohabitation, in particular, is revealed as a poor substitute for marriage. Studies show cohabiting couples report more conflict, less trust, and higher rates of infidelity and violence. They lack the unambiguous commitment that allows the brain to fully relax into a permanent bond. The mantra here is, the healthiest context for sex is a lifelong, committed relationship. It's not just a tradition, it's a neurological sweet spot. Chapter 6. The Pursuit of Happiness. So, how do we guide the next generation, and ourselves, toward health? The most powerful influence in a teen's life is their parents. Not peers, not media. Parents. This is a call to action. It's not about one big talk. It's about ongoing, courageous conversations grounded in love and this new science. Parents can confidently say, waiting isn't about repression, it's about protecting your future capacity for joy and connection. The chapter offers practical strategies, fostering resilience, encouraging healthy passions like academics, arts, and service that provide a natural dopamine high, and setting clear boundaries. It's about helping young people say yes to a brilliant future by saying not yet to what could jeopardize it. Chapter 7 and Final Thoughts. We end where we began, with the astounding 3-pound universe in our skulls. The conclusion is inescapable. We cannot separate sex from the rest of who we are. To try is to fight against our very biology. The revolutionary message of Hooked is one of both warning and hope. The warning: our sexual choices have profound, brain-shaping consequences we can no longer afford to ignore. The hope: the brain is moldable for life. Past mistakes do not have to be a life sentence. With understanding, commitment, and often counseling, we can rewire, we can heal, and we can choose a new path forward. Final challenge. So, let's recap the profound lesson of this book. Sex is not a casual game. It is a powerful neurological force. It uses the same addictive pathways as drugs and the same bonding chemicals that glue families together. When used within the safe, committed container of marriage, it builds a fortress of trust and connection. When used carelessly, it can scramble your internal wiring, leaving a trail of emotional baggage and making it harder to find lasting love. You have been given a new lens through which to see your life, your choices, and your relationships. You now understand the third risk. So here is your final challenge, your call to action. Look at your past with understanding, not shame. And look at your future with intentionality. Whether you are a parent, a mentor, or a person navigating your own life, make choices that honor the incredible, moldable organ that is your brain. Choose a path that protects your ability to connect, to love deeply, and to bond for a lifetime. The science is clear. The power is in your hands. Don't just be informed. Be transformed.